what we have to understand is that the person who is in the situation of hunger and poverty, that person is actually the primary resource we need for the end of hunger and poverty. I know of communities where people believed that they cannot end their own hunger. They cannot do anything. They believed they cannot even harvest enough to feed themselves. I'll give you an example of what happened 2 years ago when we had floods in this country. And our own state president actually made a plea to the international world as well as the national world to say, whatsoever you have, if you can help us, please give it to your districts so we can put it together and give it to other people. 8 of the 10 communities we are working in the hunger project 2 years ago actually put together 32 metric tons of maize. So this is the maize beyond what they had produced for themselves. They put together that maize, gave it to their own government, that the government should give it to their brothers and sisters. This is an awesome change from a point where people believed they cannot produce enough to feed themselves to a point where they have not only produced enough to feed themselves, but they are able to make a donation. So all of a sudden, somebody who was considered as a resigned, desperate person who cannot do anything to change his or her situation has actually become that superhuman being. He's now able to produce enough and even being able to make a donation. For the first time, they have believed in themselves. You know what? I can change my situation. And so we find different people in the areas we're working in. You ask them to say, who is going to end hunger and poverty for you? They literally tell you to say, we ourselves are going to end hunger and poverty.